Here we go. So good morning on YouTube, good morning on Facebook, and then I'm going to say good morning again because we're going to start recording. Here we go. Good morning and welcome to a new edition, a new episode of our weekly live transmissions. I am here with Heather and Laurentiu. Welcome and thank you.
Hello.
And hello. And we are also live on Facebook, like in every Wednesday morning, and also live on YouTube. So we have a little bit of a slower connection today, or at least that's what my phone is showing me for the YouTube and for the Facebook. However, I hope that you can hear me well. We're going through very challenging and changing times. Change happens at all levels. That's what the message has been. And so far, information comes to me based on, how pure the channel, how clean the channel is, which means my human self. And so I found myself in the last few weeks a little bit more challenged than before. The big challenge was to quiet my mind enough to where the information flows naturally. And so that was something that I had to overcome, and I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. However, I'm happy to be here today, and I'm very curious to see what they're going to talk about. I have no clue. I thought I got a hint of a message last night about today. However, it doesn't feel like it's going to be 100% that. So we'll see exactly what's coming through. But they are here. They know it's the time for this. And so we're going to go ahead and get started, okay? Unless you want to add something, Heather, Laurentiu, before we begin?
No.
No? Okay.
It's okay.
Perfect. Sounds good. I'm just going to get a sip of water. So we are invited to take a deep breath in. Exhale. Feel free to tune in into these frequencies which are flowing through. You can be in a meditation position, sitting, either in the lotus flower position with your legs crossed, or your feet down on the ground. You're invited now to focus your attention on your heart center. See how this space is opening up. See how a thick spiral of light, it's forming in your heart space area. Drop your mind into this space. Drop your attention into this space while you relax yourself in the body. Greetings with joy, greetings with light. We are here with you in a joyful day. We are very pleased to be here today. We are multidimensional beings. We are here together with Pleiadians. We are here representing a collective of Sirius light beings. We are also collective of light beings from the 7th and 8th dimension, what you would call angels. We decided to come through together today. We decided to speak the voice of what you call the Ascended Masters. We decided to form one voice in unison. We are bringing forth messages from higher realms, which does not make us in any way different than you, other than through the fact that we have different experiences. However, we are with you at every moment of your linear time. We are with you, addressing this message now, inviting you to tune into our collective frequencies. We invite you to take another deep breath in. Breathe out and tune into these frequencies. We are here together to tell you that it is time. It is time for you to embody the entire self-identity that you have proposed for yourselves at the beginning of this experience. We are speaking to those of you who have been called forth, have been called to assist at this time with the transitional process of your planet. You know who you are. You feel this calling. There is no need to point you out, as your hearts are that part of you which pulls you in the direction of this message. In other words, those of you listening to this message are just the right ones. You are the ones who came here in service of this planet. When the planet itself called for assistance, you are the ones who came forth. We are here to tell you that you are much more than your human identity, and to activate this complete self in your physical reality. Now, we are here to tell you that it is no longer about where your origin as souls come from. You are beyond that, even though we do understand that the collective, it is still very interested in this kind of information. We do understand that this is something new to most human beings, and it's okay to be as is. However, you are now called to comprehend and embrace, embody the entire complete identity which you are. From our higher perspective, identity, it is not something you have. It is something you are. It represents exactly that which you were meant to express in the physical life on earth now. Therefore, we invite you to leave aside the matter of the origin of your soul. Yes, many of you are star seeds. Yes, many of you are living in different dimensions, having different experiences. However, it is much bigger than what your human minds will be able to comprehend. No matter how much knowledge you ask from us or from others. Please, dear ones, understand and feel with your hearts these identities. We would not say they're new identities. We would say they're complete identities. They exist. What is new in this case, in this life? It's the human experience, the human personalities that you are having right now. However, your true identity is ancient, you may say. But what we call ancient goes beyond the history of your planet. Your history on your planet, it's just a speck of dust in the matter of your entire existence. You are unlimited beings. Many of you have been around for millions and millions of years, not only on this planet. Those of you who are here listening to this message are the ones that are called to embody their entire self. This includes the human self. This includes the higher self. This includes the identity beyond what your minds can comprehend. Therefore, we are inviting you to let go of the need of understanding. Accept that some things will not make sense. The more you analyze, the more you resist your true identity, your absolute, complete self, which is needed to drop into, to come into, to encompass your human experience now. Many of you have this awareness already at some level. Many of you have a certain purpose for which you came here. Many of you are, let's say, responsible for a piece of the puzzle. Many of you have missions. Many are here to work on the planetary grid. Many of you are connecting different physical spots of your planet with others, reconnecting the ley lines. Some of you are just here to be pillars of light, to take the light in from above and connected with the civilizations underneath the ground, and also to spread it at the surface of the earth. Many of you come from the higher realms, remembering now that sound and vibration are the beginning of all there is. Some of you are now awakened to different light language transmissions, which we understand that make no sense to the human mind. However, just like this vessel, you are now called to allow the sounds to come through to you. They will clean up resistance in your physical bodies and minds. They will also move through you going forward. We are here to encourage you to not doubt anymore who you truly are. Those of you called into this, those of you experienced and pure enough to where you can be of true service of this planet. Many changes are now happening in your physical bodies. As we speak, as you listen, many changes are now done, completed. It is now time to integrate everything you have accumulated. For some of you, this information may come all of the sudden, what you would call overnight. You can wake up into remembrance. That is because your identity can change overnight. That is because that part of you, which is non-physical, which is soul, planned for this to happen. Some others have been like this since they were born on Earth. These are what you would call mystical beings. Those of you, what you would call black sheep of their families, those of you who never fit in. And now you know why. This is the case of this vessel and many of you listening to this recording or this live transmission. We are able to tune in to the vibration of those of you listening in what you would call future. This message is for you. We are not addressing this message for those who think they are superior or inferior to others. We are addressing this message to those of you who understand unity as all there is. We now have a light language transmission for you, which will help clean up that which needs to be removed from your minds to make space for the non-physical to become the leader. It is now time. This is what you have planned on. We invite you to take a deep breath in, exhale, and receive this transmission. Nerimbahandika samekatinda anerimininde pahatikani mandahisia. Anini and the haram mekat in the sea mekat aning a amdesi. Ma indicatarim betinia serinia a anikar in anim endikas at empini. Narim menini and the kanini kasimi and the ahati and the kati manini. Any menim ahasi katarimian ani en the city in the kaparika ira be enika esian irem any in ahatita. Apiketerani merinyanda hini en the hapasi. Ag India ani en the India pas. Ag anak ang ikit etika ahasi en there bendida pete. Nien arinium handicati perini passa niende kata panieta. Let ingatari tindap ati katapati kabeti timbetari titipende katisi ditimbarita. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Nepegit pati katisa niemenderi niemende gatini menari di katasi ti matati kate. Nimenera ni beti katesi andera ti bandi kati pindi tata. Ani ang katari ni en eni ende en i bekati si di perkati pindeta. Nemindikata sitikandi perikati pinderini mianderini and batisi. We have instructed this vessel to write. We have instructed and guided her to let these sounds come out, even though we can feel the resistance of her mind still. The mind will always try to understand. That's what it's made for. However, it can also assist when the mind is in the service of that which created it, of that which you call soul. The mind is a powerful tool. However, it is necessary to be in your service. The messages we've offered are meant to take away layers and layers of your mind. Those of you who have had a difficult experience as souls on earth are now invited to see how the layers are being peeled off, and everything that's been hidden, it's now coming into light. There is no more time for your known methods, that which you call therapy, that which you call regression, that which you call hypnosis. All these methods are working, however, they take a lot of time in your linear understanding. Therefore, through our transmissions, we are offering that process at a much faster pace. We have peeled off so you can bring to the surface, bring into your awareness, in your conscious awareness, everything that needs to be known by your mind at this time. Make peace with this. You have had numerous experiences. Many of you are very advanced, old souls. Many of you have had numerous experiences here on Earth and on different planets. Therefore, everything you have learned, everything you have experienced, all that knowledge, all that wiseness, it's now available to you. Through our message, we brought everything in the open, as you say. Bring it into the light. That is your task. That is your choice. It is as simple as declaring, I am now bringing into light all that has been hidden in the layers of my entire soul experience. I now accept all of it. I now detach myself from all there is known to the human mind and become one with the universal consciousness. It is this simple. Declare it out loud. Embody it, therefore. Nothing more is needed for the process of clarity to start developing. Some of you are further along in this process. Some of you are just starting. However, as we said, clarity can come even overnight. That was not the case with this vessel. However, it is the case with many of you. Address this issue with your mind. Not letting the mind analyze anything, but observing when it wants to do it. You are the leader of your mind. You are the creator of your mind. In fact, you are also the creator of these physical bodies. In fact, you are also the creators of all that you see around you. You are everything there is. And everything there is, it's you. We invite you now to take another deep breath in. Breathe out. Observe how your mind is analyzing the words you're hearing. And then focus your attention once again upon your center, the heart area. Observe how that feels. Observe how, when you do this, the mind loses its power. Observe also how by focusing on your heart space, the mind gets quiet. And when it does that for a certain period of time, the heart can empower the mind, and it can give it the direction which it's needing. Your human personalities, your human identities need guidance. That has always been the case. However, what does happen when a group of disempowered beings have no guidance? They feel lost, they feel chaotic. They are looking for guidance outside themselves. They create conflicts. Egos are raising. Wars are starting. We are now calling you to become aware of this and to find that leadership within yourselves. You do not need guidance from the outside, as each of you has direct connection with the true guidance through that absolute soul that you are. Our invitation is now to embrace this identity. We have been sending this message for a while now in different formats. However, it is not the words that are important, even though it is an invitation to embrace your true identities. But we are going beyond the mind in these messages. We are addressing all of you. We thank you for embodying this transmission. We thank you for your openness. We thank you for coming to Earth now. We thank you for answering the call. We thank you for just being. We invite you to see who you truly are beyond your physical, beyond your mental, beyond being human. Nehenim ahatik asin dietakan de patien nehende. Herani miende ahasini katani miende katinip ahati tipiende sende katari ninde anima ande sine kate andia se. Niende ni mende ni asini ande hari ni mende katimba ati katsieta. Nari miende eni niende ni kasini miende apas ari niete. Nerimba Erisahatim bekatiti ed eniere. Anna hanni mien ek asiren nien dahate. Nien bahati katire minieta ari etesire mani nien de ratinda. Anien hanna ni minni anre minien dahasin kata. Nerindiata eriti tehendi. We are complete. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very peaceful.
Yes, today it was very relaxing.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. My my right leg, usually this doesn't happen, but all my right, not only the leg, but it feels like I had tingling through all my right side, and so much so that literally my leg just got numb. So I'm just gonna stretch my leg. But yeah, it's very different.
The numbness is just energy going through your body. That's what I get when I meditate.
Yeah,
The
I usually.
electricity feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I usually don't do that. Like it feels really comfortable at the body level. Other than sometimes I get dizzy, but now I'm not dizzy. I just have this right hand side. Anyways, that was interesting. It felt like it was I don't even know, but there were so many. It felt like there were different groups and they came together. That's how I saw them, perceived them, because I don't really see them per se. How are you feeling?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Relaxed.
Well, I'm very grateful for this transmission. It felt really powerful. I will have to kind of focus on what they said, but um, yeah, it had a lot to do with what they guided me to pay attention to yesterday and this morning. So, but then there were different things that came through. Ah, are you feeling okay, Laurencio?
Yes, I want to add that on this transmission, they speak about um, the authentic nature of what we are. And what we are, it doesn't belong uh, not even in this universe, because we are immortal beings, but not only of light, but of vibration and frequency. You know. So
Mm,
that's why they speak about that this calling for authentic nature of us is beyond our souls,
mm,
is beyond our spirit. It has to do with the hierarchy of light and with the hierarchy of uh, vibration. That's why this is the most important thing in these times, because expressing and shining our authentic nature, um, we can pass through the veil of the mind, because mind is the matrix. The
mm.
first matrix is our mind, who keep us locked in the box.
Yeah, I don't fully comprehend. Like the mind doesn't, my mind, it doesn't really understand what you just said. Um, because it's limited. Like, what are the higher levels of light and what are the higher levels of vibration, and how can we come from there? However, when I pay attention to what you're saying while you were talking, my entire body vibrated. Like I felt the truth in those words, but they make no sense. You know what I mean? They make a little sense that, like, I have this feeling that I am more than just this physical body and stuff, but I'm I, as human, as Sanda, I'm quite there to where I'm okay identifying myself with soul now. I get it. I'm like embracing this identity. I'm good. I'm soul. But then, I understand that the calling is to identify with even higher than that, or something like that. I don't even understand how, I don't know how to say it. And at that point, the mind comes in and is like, what? That's the barrier. Like, makes no sense to me. And then what happens to us when something makes no sense? We block it we block it by judging it, by giving it like irrationality. Like, this makes no sense. It's illogical. I'm just going to resist it. Cannot come here. However, the body gives me the signals. It's like, no, this, just be open to this. This is the truth. So I think many of us are, I don't know how you feel about this, but the body is, to me right now, a good ally, so to speak, a good way of measuring resonance than the mind has ever been. Yeah, the mind is still like asking once, like I can make right now a list with like 100 questions that I can ask, like, but
Yeah,
how about that?
when the mind have the control, the mind blocks the information, which it doesn't understand. But when the truth and the truth transform us. So the higher level the truth is the truth that transforms us. So when the truth came, is like a mic drop, so the mind decides, because she doesn't understand it anymore, but we feel that is true. So what can we do in our mind? Just drop the mind, drop the veil,
Drop the mind.
open,
That sounds very easy.
open the box. Yeah, like mic drop. Yeah,
Like my drop, yes. It's very powerful. So what I've been guided to do, and I was talking to people who feel kind of the same thing as I do, and like you, how can we drop the mind? That was what many people are asking. How can we, because we have been so used to use the mind as, and to identify with it even. And so the only thing that I could find right now, not the only thing, there are a few things. Meditation, yes, like stillness and getting quiet. The mind gets quiet in meditation. Doesn't have to be guided meditation. Like true meditation, it's not really guided, as it is just stillness. But also, like Joe Dispenza is doing this, moving, walking meditation. Also, what I've noticed is that when I dance, I don't think. So I don't know about you, but when I dance, I don't think. I just let myself move, and that's also dropping the mind. So I don't know what other methods, like hugging a tree drops the mind for me right away. Sinking my feet in the water, in the ocean, drops the mind. What else? What does it work for you?
Well, just with intention, I always say, I am fully open to my, I fully give permission for my channel to come through now, or I'm fully opening to my multi-dimensional self now. So I get myself out of the way. So that's how I drop my mind and then surrendering, just, I am a lamp that's plugged into I'm just a lamp. I'm just there. If I'm not plugged in to source, then I have nothing to light up. So I surrender and I just, let whatever needs to come through me to come through. So surrendering.
The lamp. I like that. Yeah. It's a channel of electricity, and I need to plug into the right source in order to spread the light and the heat. There is warmth in the lamp too. I like that. Yeah.
How
Well,
to communicate, how to transcend. We have in us, in our physical bodies, we have in us this higher frequency we can touch, like compassion, like love, like gratitude, like peace, like joy. But you have to feel it, not to think it. You know, you have to feel it with your soul and go higher and feel the true nature of this feeling, because the soul is not the only one. We have in our eternal being of light, we have higher dimension of vibration, you know, of our authentic being. It's all about authenticity and compassion in the final, in the end.
oh, I'm taking notes because I like it. Authenticity and compassion. It's all that it comes to in the end. Ah, so practically, compassion, love, gratitude, joy, all these high vibrational states that we should feel within our physical bodies, but feel them with the soul, not think them with the mind. Can be, like they were saying, simple, can be as easy as setting that intention, like you're saying, Heather. It can be as simple as taking a decision that, even though, you know, like as a human being, I'm looking at my life, and let's say there are many people right now that are very confused. They're very lost. And so they're in lack of so many resources that they perceive they need in order to live happy, fulfilled lives here on earth. And so for them, coming from a very low vibration, to tune into compassion, love, gratitude, joy may seem as an impossible task, but it is not so, right? Like the purest people can be the ones that have the purest, the most connected souls with their own identity, can be the ones that really don't have much in the physical reality. However, they do live their life full of compassion and love. And I don't know, I've met a few of these people, and I'm like, this is what I want to be when I grow up, kind of thing. But do we have any encouragements, any words, any guidance onto how can we connect? How can we get from like not enoughness, being lost, to compassion, love, gratitude, joy of what is? How can we tune into this? Just
You
with
have
setting
to
an
believe
intent.
with,
Yeah.
yeah, you have to believe with strong will, because otherwise it's just a game of the mind. You are still in the matrix.
Believe with strong will. Yeah, I think that I mean, that sounds great. And I do know that the main obstacle is the lack of true faith. And we're not talking, and the misunderstanding of what true faith is. That belief, and you said that you said, like, people don't believe in anything. They are upset with God because they are in lack. They're upset with the ones around them because they are not getting helped by those people. So it's you know, the whole picture of the global collective right now and what it feels, it's this desperation, which in my personal opinion, it's that, if not in the lowest one of the lowest vibrational points. So how can we, how can we do it practically? I'm looking for this one practical thing that somebody in that situation can do.
Meditation. Breathing, meditation, going outside will all help. So I feel like what I do is really, really important, because all of these emotions that we keep in our body, that's what's keeping us from feeling joy and compassion and love. Because if you have so many shame and unworthiness and grief, any of these lower vibrations, if you have that in you, you're not going to be able to feel love and compassion most of the time. So when I do the work that I do, I feel is so important, because I release all of those for people, and they, when they don't have all those lower emotional energies in their body, they're able to, raise their vibrations to whatever it is that they want to feel. All of us want to feel joy and compassion and love, most of the time. So that's, I feel that what I do is really, really important at this time for people.
Thank you, Heather. So meditation.
Yes.
Would you say prayer as well?
Prayer is a form of meditation, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. So that's something practical, even though for many people, meditation seems something esoteric and kind of like out there. It comes from the Orient, and many Westerners were not so used to it. However, if you don't truly meditate, you can stay literally in stillness. Just go walk through nature, walk through a forest. There's forest bathing. Just enjoy, watching nature changing. That's something that just came as a method. I know it sounds very impractical, and so I was trying to find practical things, but I guess this will be a good start to just look within, and we do that through stillness of the mind. Yes.
I want to add, believe in yourself, but in your higher self. What higher self? Okay, let's discover. I want to discover my higher self. And we have the best ways to find our higher selves, because our higher selves are in ourselves, So just you just have to climb the next floor, because there
Yeah.
are no stairs. You have to climb to your higher self, and that's the soul. And you have to climb to the higher self, and you reach the next level. And it's all about you, because in you is all the information and all the light in the universe. So it's all about us. Let's find myself. Let's identify. Let's find my other identities, because I don't have just this driving license card and passport and other identities. This is not me. This is just a picture with some numbers. That's what we are in physical. But my true nature of myself is me, who is alive, who feels, who create. This is me. So let's discover myself, my higher self, and that can be the challenge.
Yes, but I love it. I love what you both said. So the invitation is to discover our real selves. Yes. So beyond the birth certificate, the name on it, beyond the human body, beyond what we can do and what we have as humans living on this planet, I think that the most important thing is to discover what's beyond that, who's the real self. And I love that you said, Laurentiu, that the higher self is not necessarily this being like we were told that God is outside of us, and the higher self is not like somebody outside, it's somebody inside, within, deeper than everything we perceived so far about us.
I would just like to add.
We are like Matryoshka dolls. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I would just like to add, it's really simple how to connect to your higher self. If you have a journal at, before you go to bed, just write down, what does my higher self want me to know? Or what does my soul want me to know? And then just start writing. And if you practice that enough, you're going to get the answers, whatever answers you're looking for, because your higher self knows everything about you. So that's another way you can connect to your higher self.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Laurentiu, are you going to say something?
Yeah, I want to say that it's like Matryoshka dolls, you know. We are the big doll. We are the big doll, but if we open the big doll, we found a smaller one, a smaller. But doesn't have to do with physicality and with the or how small it is, because the divine spark in us is smaller than a grain, you know, is our higher self. You know, and we are the big Matryoshka. So we have to go within to find the smallest Matryoshka doll, which is our essence, which is our light, which is our vibration.
Very, very nice. Yes. So I wanted to, because it was a little bit, it was cutting through like the connection. I just want to reiterate what you said. So Laurentiu was giving us the example of the Russian dolls. And so we are the essence of them, which is the smallest one in the middle. However, the way I saw it, so I actually have a drawing of this right now that I put in my new course. And the way I see it is, so exactly like the dolls you said, the essence one, it's the most, the one in the middle to me is the most dense one, which I've been told by my guides to associate with the human physical body because it's the most dense one, it's the tangible one. However, they also explained to me that this essence that you said is just like a grain of sand. And it is inside the body, but it also powers the body. So it's like inside, but it has so much power that it gives life to this body. However, they showed me that around the physical body, like the next doll out, it's our emotional body. And then the next doll out is the mental body. And then the big doll, it's the energy body, but it, like these dolls at this point didn't make any sense, because what we really are connecting with, all there is, it penetrates all the other bodies. So then it connects with that little spark from within. So we can see it from the outside in, or we can see it from the inside out. That little spark has so much power that it powers out, it powers all the other bodies. Yes, the physical, it powers the emotional, the mental, and then it connects with the universal consciousness. I don't even know what. One body that has different forms of expression, just like that doll. It's the one doll that has different forms of expression inside of itself. Would you say that that's accurate? This is exactly what I have right in front of me drawn for my new course. So, which is soul consciousness life coaching. So soul consciousness, this is it. Like, gets to know that you are a different identity than what you thought you are so far. Laurentiu, does that sound accurate to you, or you have more fine-tuning?
Yes, because what is the first Matryoshka doll, the smallest one, is the source. Is the source of energy, light, and vibration for all the manifestation, for all the other bodies. So what do we have inside? The source, the connection with the divine source.
You're right. It makes total sense because that was the one that was first created and all the other ones were created after after the image of that little one. It makes total sense.
Yeah, just like an onion, you know, like this, just like an onion.
Yes.
And the heart of the onion is our essence, is the source.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. I need to use this. I didn't think of the Russian dolls like this. I was always seeing them from a different perspective, from the outside in. But see, by talking to you today, I got a new clarity, which I will add in my course. So I'm very, 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 very grateful for that. And before we end today, thank you. I want to invite Heather to tell us and show us her new book, which I'm very excited about.
Well, my new book is How to Heal Trauma. So basically, I just have, all of the tips and things to do to heal trauma. We all have traumas, every single one of us have traumas. So this book is going to be very helpful for people that want to heal from any kind of trauma, divorce, narcissistic relationships, abuse, whatever it is that you've had in your life. This will help you, give you guidance on how to heal. So I'm excited to share, with everyone. I think that will help a lot of people, there's I show meditations, EFTs, just a lot of different things on how to heal.
That's amazing. I'm super excited. I can't wait to read it. And I will say that I am like the first-hand client, patient. I don't know how to call myself, but Heather has helped me tremendously in this past year. And I know that her methods are working because she helped me release trapped emotions from my physical body. And therefore, now I get to feel the real truth, the absolute truth resonating with me much at a higher level than before. So I'm very, very, very grateful. So we're going to put a link for her book. Yes, it's on Amazon, you said? We're going to put a link on her book for her book. And also, thank you so much, Valentin. Thank you so much, Sorin. Thank you so much, everybody who's been watching us on Facebook. And we're going to have the recording available to you on YouTube as well. It's under Sandra Kruger, but of course I can give you guys, if you want to put it on your channels, just let me know. You have access to all this material. Okay, is there anything else that we want to add at the end? Okay, well, thank you so much. Thank you so much to both of you. I truly appreciate it. And it's so much joy to do this together with you. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you again next Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Let me stop here. Thank you. Have a good afternoon or a good morning, depending on where you are.